Hey, it's Dr. Heather Williamson with the Transformation Group, and I wanted to share with you 7 tips to help you really get that commitment and accountability from your employees. I know that this is a huge struggle with a lot of managers and supervisors because you really want your employees to do the job that you pay them to do. It comes down to being that simple. And so I wanted to share with you 7 tips on how you can actually help make that happen and make your life a lot easier. So welcome back to the channel. And I wanted to make sure that you actually click on this subscribe button so you actually don't miss out on any of my leadership tips and strategies that I share with you. So really, let's go ahead and jump in. And the first tip that I really want to share with you is to really communicate to everyone on your team the importance of commitment and accountability and how important it is to the success of the company, to the success of the individual employee themselves, because you want them to be able to grow and develop as well. And so if you kind of show how they can benefit from being held accountable and showing that commitment, it will go a long ways with regard to creating efficiency and effectiveness and just getting people to do their job. The second tip I have is to really align every job description that you have with the company's strategies and goals so they really see the importance of how their work comes into play with the job itself, in making sure that you are getting their commitment to the vision and mission of the organization. And you have to also get them to commit to that. So, communicate it in a way where they feel like they are contributing to the better good of the organization, how their work is impacting to the success of the company, how their specific roles really contribute. Just focus on communicating this and it will really go a long ways. The third tip I have for you is to really make accountability clear to everyone by using benchmarks for their job. I think if you start a discussion on how their contributions, their individual contributions matter and how they impact the overall success of the company. So, if you've got somebody who's in sales, well, sales is a huge component of the success of a company, right? I mean, it's just common sense. So if you can get to help them understand how their sales contribute to the overall success, how it helps create opportunities for their advancement, their learnings, their ability to go to conferences and share the message and really create that opportunity for them, it will go, you'll see the impact on that. Also, think about this within every department of your company, whether it's marketing, accounting. Really share how they contribute to the overall mission of the organization. And then, think about this. The fourth tip is to really think about this when you are onboarding your employees, because when you're onboarding, this is the first opportunity that they have to really see your company and how they fit into it. So giving them development opportunities is related to their professional goals and basically their professional goals, and planning and how to make that help them reach their full potential. So focus on this when it comes to onboarding. Also, the fifth strategy is to really build accountability by using the words that kind of support this. And it's using words such as, if you are wanting something from your employee, then you need to be sharing, what that is, by when, and what and when. Always think about this as in terms of, and I struggle with this in sometimes getting my staff or my clients to do this, because they're so ingrained on, hey, I need this, when you get a chance, using verbiage like that. Well, if I'm that employee, then I'm thinking, okay, well, when I get a chance may not be until next week. So you're already on two different wavelengths as it relates to when you want things completed. So when it comes to completion, always communicate for accountability purposes and to get their commitment, what you want and when you want it. And always be specific by day and time. It will make your life a lot easier, and get them to make sure that they are committed to that and they understand that. Now, the sixth thing that you can do really is to offer ways for your team to communicate whatever obstacle that they might be coming across as it relates to them getting the job done. And also, how they see that they can get this done. You do not have to have all the answers as their boss. You want your employees to be able to problem solve on their own. So making sure that they share what that obstacle is. If it's resources, then yes, you can help them identify what those resources are and get them to that employee. But also when it comes to, achieving the goals, achieving those action steps, take time to listen to them. And so you're really, truly listening, meaning you are active listening, not working on your computer or texting at the same time, but you're really listening to what it is that they are sharing with you as it relates to their obstacles and challenges that they might be experiencing in meeting those goals that you want them to complete. And then the seventh tip I have for you really is to catch them doing something good. And when you catch them doing something good, acknowledge it. They want to see that you recognize their hard work, their effort, when they are successful in completing that goal. And the more that you acknowledge their successes, in that you are really looking at what they're doing, it's going to create a huge impact, positive impact on the overall outcomes. And if you could actually recognize 5 things, positive things that they're doing, to the one critical thing that might be also happening, it will actually have a huge impact on the effort that they put into their task. And it will help build that communication channel. So it's a lot more open. They're more willing to share things, because no one wants to hear every time when you meet with the boss what they're doing wrong. No one wants to hear it. I'm telling you that right now. So if you acknowledge, 5 to 1, the good things that they're doing to the one thing that might need improvement, it will help create that positive culture and that positive working relationship that you are wanting. So just to recap real quick, the 7 strategies that you can implement with your team to make sure that they are being held accountable and that they are committed to, what it is that you want them to do. And that is to make sure that the first thing is to communicate to everyone what that means, that commitment and accountability. The second is to make sure that their job description is correlated with their the strategies, the company's strategies for goals for the year. The third is to make accountability clear to everyone by using those benchmarks to start as a discussion for their job. The fourth is to, when you onboard employees, make sure that they understand that the commitment and accountability is hugely important, and that professional development falls in line with that as well. And the fifth is to make sure that when you build accountability into the company culture by using words like what and when. And then the sixth strategy that you can use is to offer ways for your team to communicate what those obstacles are that they are experiencing, so they can actually commit to the objectives that you have for them. And then the seventh is, in a 5 to 1 ratio, catch them doing something positive and communicate that and reinforce it to the one thing that may not be meeting expectations. All right. So hopefully you will use these strategies, these 7 strategies, to help your team members be more committed to the goals and hold themselves accountable. So like the button if you like this, subscribe to more videos so you don't miss out on any leadership tips and strategies that I'm sharing. And if you have any questions, go to my website at transformationgroupllc.com and check out how you can find out more information on how you can develop your leadership skills. So until next time, have an amazing day and go out and be that boss that your employees want to work for. Bye.